On the eve of International Women's Day 2024, women of violence-torn Manipur are heartbroken and appeal for restoration of peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju says negotiations are only means to restore peace in violence-hit Manipur, and returning Manipur to normalcy will be Modi government's next phase of efforts. Associations for Democratic Reforms files contempt petitions against FBI for not abiding by Supreme Court's order on electoral bonds disclosure. MPCC suspects BJP of pressuring SBI to delay report submission. International workshop on fisheries management and ecology begins. Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor Lokendra calls for adoptions of new fishing technology in wake of declining population of local fishes. JNIMS doctors and staff revoke their proposed closure of OPD and routine OT in interest of public. JNIMS Director Professor L. Deben appeals for public support to medical fraternity. And Manipur successfully concludes Northeast India Film Festival 2024. Garo feature film Rapture bags Best Film Award, and Manipur's Haubam Pavakumar bags Best Director Award. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm BABINA HAJARIMAYUM bringing the top stories and latest news at this hour. On the eve of International Women's Day 2024, on the theme Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress, women folk of violence-torn Manipur are heartbroken over the prevailing crisis and appeal for restoration of peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest. Impact News brings you a special report.
Hayang asi malam gini piyo bising gini mit International Women's Day palani kunai asi gi oina su haukiba hiosingda amadi kunai asi bu achumma mayon amna purok na bhona bada mama oibi kaya na ngasi fawbada asobo thodang lawduna lakli hariba numit asina lakpada malam gi nupi singtagi oiba khwaidagi chawba kaithel ni hainariba khwaraman ima kaithelda potpam family bi ima sing mai kaidagi numit asiga marilena miyam da kari paujel piningi habadu miyam pura taminasi Ima hayangzi International Women's Day malam gi nupi singi lakpasida ima mama ma oina kadi habini
nupi singi oiba numit ta sengna maki ekoi nupi gi di yam chawthoksa ningai numit oigadoine malam gi oina punna pada bida Manipur gi oina babada di ekoi di satina thangoi soe mafam khudi mak thawdo khudi mak ning bakai ningai ngai tani ekoi na kaisu harau ningai leite tungi yumbirel oigadaba mayam sina mangsel lakpa haiba se ekoi gi asha mang khibane ba ekoi gi wakhal ekoi gi hope se completely ekoi se dak amam badal lairabane se assembly do da warip khiba mayam do madugi NRC FMR mayam do na ekoi miyam da kaisu pen ba oide ekoi na pamjabadi mama ama oina hanagi dumaina nungsi chanana tangdu laita na karamba matam da oigani haibege chap chaba solution do maduni ekoi gi mama sing na ngai ri base aduta da mama ekoi na nungai ba oigani
Corcom ima kaithel joint coordinating committee gi convener gi thobu biribi ima lasram memaga unaduna ima gi wakhalon da kari lebage habadu mem puna taminasi
Hujiki oiribe situation sida dine malem gi oina nupi gi numit haisa nupi haisa dugi matek thak nemam badagi wangaktana ekoi gi oiba platform ama International Women's Day haidana prithibi khangna ekoi nupi gi thak se awangwa thakta thabigreba masigi oina di ma nungaiba phawi ngasigi oiriba koi state sigi oiba si thoiba thongdo wathok mayam se sida di ima da thangoi kai ngai lei maram di huji mama kaya na macha kaina ba macha bapuroiba kaina bagi macha mayam mama mayu makai thadok pigraba ima iben praja la kaya gi amitei mapita ba mayu makai na chakraba mi singuna chaiba macha saida moina adagi International Women's Day khoi nupi gi numit lakbada kamdong na hararong gani asigi lengai roi khoi adi khoi state sarkar da ni ko ina film dak dong janingi se siong na waraba siong na pibam chadra basida dangdi tuna mieng changaga sieda nataba wahaida nataba thabak oina pangthok piraga atuba matamda ima sing nupi sing na pirang sindari base masi matangdi kanghanbiu khoi state gi nupi na wa basida ima ai mangai nungai de haina phongdokpado ngasigi oina de ai ngamjade ai awabada saruk yari nungaiba mapung phadri nungaibagi mahau lektri haibase thamjani
Isasing amadi ma obi punamangna amatoina nupi obigi numira sina lakpa hengi numira sida thoram thodang khudingmada apunba aigi apamba punama khundokna nungai ba yaphaba ama puminaraga sakhopa lambi mda makha tarakpoina chathalme se imagi apama moni lebaki irang awa ana marak asida akhoina kari kamdongna masibu afaba ayingba tapa ama porahan ge habadi nipigi thodang ase soba thodang lominaraga nipi obi ma obi adi cha sing punamangna yaphaba thongniba ama pami habase punamang khongthang adu satna
numichina lakpada koigi huji oiriba phibam sidadi ko hujik se nupi sing sida leiriba phibam adagi tawri mayam sige thaina ge anoba isa singa koiga leiminaba nungaina leiminaba punsi natra moigi pisa kho thaurangi wakhal khanba punsi do henni
ang si loi thipawbudi koigi mikhal je lok sabha gi mikhal ji pangthok piganu haina mama kana su tongan ba site loop tai haitare adu mana demand to bolegre adu imau site gi imagi wakhlon da haidi lakdo election ji pangthok posi yabining da bra kari mo lebigi
aidi lakadori be election je khoi de important oide meme tai ma pitari ba mayu makai le jatu election tong ne harau rang gadrai ba aduga relief game da leidi singsin vote thada yarani sarkar gi achauba program ni soi yahalani adu no ka hai se ai dong khanjabada atopa state ki mamang dei kai ba phawi ai khoi di nan joint quarantine committee na so vote khomba lakpa do warak kani hai gre chap chan madui thabak tu tawni yaupi ninga ba vote se lepi ninga ba vote se tawhaninga di ngasi gi lojing wa da leidi ba relief game da leidi ba imai ben isa isu mayam se magi jaga du da mai magi yumbam du da hanjal hanbiraga nena taraka da vote se tawsi natraga di vote ngakta tawbada tholakpa aphapata punamak to ngasigi lengak loi singsina tawgadabni hain tawsina pugadabani
election tawbagi arta thokti election se ekoi gi mit mang di drama ne haina lowe ba election tawraga ekoi gi representative thagat khre ada phamhalle mp thagre voice amta thokta ba mp mayam do kari gi no khoina tha doise kaido bagi no khoina mo election taw doise miyam ekoi amuk hanna karbar da puthara ka doine ekoi sijinna doine ne lowe ekoi tawbi ga no mase
vote ki matam ase sina mangone thamaga lala si kanba losanba kaidongoi warep losangani haibado manipur miyamda asengma matamam thabirakanda koi vote se soidana koi areba philep longina se haiba wafamni thamjari
nupi oi bisingda achong fidama piduna malem gi thakta nupi oi bisingin palan pangtor pasimak sautok chai adum oinamak manipur hojik thokliba tangduloi tadwa fibam asi yengragadi numit asi laktuna su nungai phang khangdi haina katel pambi ima sing mai kadigi thamlakli nakalamromda irang asi warsin puroktuna mahau sagumna tangduloi taba manipur ama puroktri fawbadi lakadori ba lok sabha mikhalasi pangthok pidinamsu ima sing mai kadigi mari lenam sing puning chilakli cameraman chungkham subaskrone paudam jariba jotin khundrakpam impact news koraman kaitel
Prescribed Umbrella Group Corcom conveys International Women's Day greetings to all the women across the globe. Press note from Corcom Publicity Committee stated that this year's International Women's Day will be observed on the theme Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress, which aims at equal participation of women in governance and economic development. Corcom also highlighted various issues facing women in Manipur, that is Kanglei Park, and calls for women's economic empowerment and protection of their rights. Union Minister Rijiju says negotiations are the only means to restore peace in violence-hit Manipur, and returning the state to normalcy will be the Narendra Modi government's next phase of efforts. He puts the blame for the ongoing clashes between the Meitei and Kuki communities in the state on the order of the High Court of Manipur with regards to Scheduled Tribe ST status demand by the Meitei community. Union Minister Rijiju also said the problem in Manipur was not an uprising against the BJP-led centre, but ethnic clashes between the Meiteis and the Kukis. In an interview with PTI today, Rijiju said, if anyone wants to help restore peace in Manipur, then first go and appeal to both the Meiteis and the Kukis not to pick up arms. He said an armed struggle will not lead to a solution. He said the centre has been trying its best to restore peace, and Prime Minister Modi had appealed for peace from the ramparts of the Red Fort as well as from Parliament. He said this year's Independence Day speech of the Prime Minister began with an appeal to Manipur that the whole nation is with you. Despite that, oppositions are racking up this issue. It may be mentioned mentioned that the controversial clause of the High Court's order, which directed state government to consider sending recommendations for the ST status demand, was recently removed by the court. Political activist Maheshwar Thaunauzam opines that detections of illegal immigrants who have entered the state between 1950 to 2004 will be difficult even if the free movement regime has been scrapped. He laments that FMR had facilitated entry of many illegal immigrants in the state. Maheshwar emphasized the same during his interaction with villagers of Ithai, Lafupatera, Sekmaijin and Uchiwa recently.
1950 की मतलब क्या यार मैं कहूँगा चंबू चंगंदे माँ 1950 की 2004 बहुदा किलोमीटर निफू चंबे यार मैं किलोमीटर निफू ऐसे जो है बा अदुना किलोमीटर निफू से ले रहे मपादन नारो ने चंचल को इलीगल इमिग्रेशन हमसे संग तो यार अब ना है तो चंबे यार चंगन बने बेटा 1969 के गेजेटा कोचामपुर की खुन से माँ चन्नी मरिफू निथोई ले 282 नरांग आंदा 2023 की मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पंचायती राज की चेक खोला पद कोचामपुर की खुन मसिंग से 842 अदु क्या हेंगला में चंगा हुंफु हेंगलमद्रो दुमाने तो चांपुद नते कांपो पिजु चंगा की मथक तेनोपल जु चनी चंगी मथक मसिंग थिंगम दना एब्नॉर्मल ग्रो ऑफ विलेजेस से फतन लेना में
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee slammed State Bank of India's failure to provide the Election Commission of India (ECI) with detailed records of all electoral bond contributions received by political parties, despite Supreme Court's order to submit the same within March 6 this year. Speaking to media at Congress Bhawan in Imphal today, MPCC senior spokesperson Ningombam Bhupender said a constitution bench comprising 5 judges of the Supreme Court on February 15 this year invalidated the electoral bond scheme introduced in 2017 by BJP-led central government by terming it unconstitutional. He said the apex court also ordered the SBI to submit detailed reports of all electoral bond contributions received and purchased by political parties since April 12, 2019 to the ECI within March 6, but it failed to do so. He said the SBI filing an application to the Supreme Court on March 4 for extension of the deadline till June 30, arguing that decoding the data and matching donors to the donations would be a complex process is not unjustifiable. Bhupender asked why the SBI, which is a fully digitized bank, need more time to disclose the information. The Congress spokesperson also informed that Associations for Democratic Reforms ADR today filed contempt petitions against the SBI for not abiding by the Supreme Court's order. He maintained that since the introductions of the electoral bond scheme, different political parties have so far received over 12,000 crore rupees, and out of the political parties, the BJP alone had received 6,566 crore rupees. Bhupender expressed suspicion that the BJP may pressurize the SBI to delay in disclosing the information, as the party is apprehensive that the money it received from corporate donors will be exposed.
March 6 ta haido hai gibani SBI ni Election Commission of India the details PO hai gibani Bharat ki prajana Manipur ki prajana khangbu pame maduri karino kana karam big corporate na BJP da karor chama pigi karor changa pigi karor lising manga pigi hai me jimbe details to haidok PO masida haidok tar losal laga thammi sina haibadi sigi concealment sine bangasi Bharat ki praja singna nungnang neba ado masi punamagasi democracy si free and fair election democracy si hingan ge hairagadi masigi details se praja da khangan ba mathok dai maramdi Supreme Court na su hai khre Bharat ki praja na su Manipur ki praja na su aikoi masi khangba pami March 3 hendok khre aduna athubu matam da masi aikoi disclose to view.
3-day international workshop on fisheries management and ecology, fostering knowledge exchange, began at the VC Court Hall of Manipur University today. Department of Geology, Manipur University, and ICAR Directorate of Cold Water Fisheries Research, BHIMTAL, organized the workshop under GIS NERAC program and is powered by Institute of Inland Fisheries in Potsdam, Sekrow, Germany, and Leibniz Institute of Freshwater Ecology, Germany. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur University Vice-Chancellor Professor Naurem Lokendra expressed concern over extinction of different varieties of fishes once found abundantly in the state, where fish is a staple diet, stating that construction of the Ithai Barrage and Loktak Hydro project led to inundations of paddy lands, which are now utilized as fish farms. Professor Lokendra stressed the need to consult with experts and adopt new farming methods and technology to increase fish productions in the state. Director of Institute of Inland Fisheries in Potsdam, Sekro, Germany, Dr. Uwe Bramek, PIIF Germany, had Dr. Jefferson Tyrell Dewey-Burr, Dean of School of Life Science and Agricultural Science, Manipur University, Professor G.K.N. Chetri attended the event.
Pisciculture as an alternative way of life of the local communities should be encouraged. That is an alternative way of life, because in Manipur we have only single cropping system, and agriculture has become very, very unsustainable. When we give the in-depth analysis, say cost-benefit analysis, investment in agriculture and the return, it has become not very, very productive, and therefore good number of agricultural farmers, they have started converting themselves into fish farmers, and I think this is a good idea. This is a very tenable and workable and sustainable kind of a thing.
The proposed closure of OPD and routine OT by doctors of Obstetrics and Gynecology Department, Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JNIMS Porompat today and tomorrow has been suspended in the interest of public and after an agreement was brought at directorial level of the hospital. Doctors had warned to close the department, condemning harassment on medical fraternity. Addressing the media in this regard at the JNIMS Director Office in JNIMS A Block today, the hospital director, Professor L. Deben, assured that doctors will continue to work in the interest of public. He said, like anyone else, doctors also felt bad when they were intimidated and false allegations were charged upon them, and out of discontentment, they had earlier decided to impose the strike. He assured that no matter what, they are still doing their duties. Professor Deben gave assurance that doctors of the hospital will give their best to avoid any errors in future. He also appealed to the people to support doctors in accomplishing their work and to forgive them if they had committed any mistakes.
Kui anabasi yengwe haina hairambasi mukoi handokre masi handoi maramsidi prajagi namda khallaga on humanitarian ground na khallagani makoina handokseribasi Manipur gi miyam jingda ina chengokcheningmadi smain tawdana matungdasu karumba koi JNIMS na soidanabadi honajai adubu karumba soyangam yaurpa taragasu koi gi ikai khunajariba Manipur gi praja section khudimakna koi doctor singi koi tawjariba thabak asibu koi Sagatpiu, Aduga, Masibu, Kama Soy, and Kalagasu, Soyveta, Yorgasu, Angapi Hiva, Tamu.
Assam draws attention of Chief Minister, Education Minister and Union Minister of State for Education to allocate examination center in valley area of Manipur for the upcoming Common University Entrance Test QET post-graduation on March 11. Speaking to media at the Assam head office at Kwakaithel today, the Assam Secretary General Nongthombam Thoithoiba said allocating exam centers out Manipur brings inconveniences to most of the students from the state. Hence, many of them are unable to pursue master's degrees.
Common University Entrance Test ama pangthok pai basi Assam so wang thakta madu topom thui haina khali adu topom thui haina khalaga su mairoi singda hena awa pi taragadi topom thobasu madu maram chade haina koina khanba tare aduna yaragadi akoi policy semung tamda program ya ka matamda akoi mairoi singda hena khudong chagadaba yenga hona biu haibinu soi thamjage.
Following a viral video of a deplorable conditions of 5 minor siblings in Imphal East District, which surfaced yesterday, Social Welfare Department has taken necessary measures. Social Welfare NG Uttam informed Impact News today that the 5 minors will be kept at Children's Home tomorrow itself, and their drug user father will be shifted to a rehabilitation center for treatment. He said Social Welfare Department today dispatched a team comprising representatives of Child Protection, ICDS, Child Welfare Committee and Anoba Mangal, a rehabilitation center under the department to inspect their situation. He said until their father gets better, the minor children will be sheltered in a children's home for their welfare. NG Uttam said they decided to transfer them to Children's Home tomorrow, considering the religious sentiment of the father since today is Thursday. He added that as per a report of a Child Welfare Committee, government will look into the education of the 5 children until they attain 18 years of age, and if they are required to continue staying with their father, monthly amount of 4,000 rupees each will be provided until they attain 19 years of age in order to facilitate their education. The Social Welfare Director appealed to representatives of local bodies to approach the department if they come across similar children.
Imung manungsi unare wari watai sanare moi sida kari kari khudong chaba piba yabage habadugi khoina tawjage na khaliji ngasai mapa si masu layeng thokpa magi treatment piba ma mathau tari aduna anoba mangal treatment center sida mapa si thamaga layeng ngai manung sida child welfare committee gi ayaba lawraga children home singda thambiba aduga tung koina su koi angang jingsi child welfare committee amadi khoi district child protection unit ki moi gi report kari kra lawraba tungda children home mafam chaba matik chaba mada thamaga tung koina hayeng mana chahi 35 sudribowa mai masing tamhanabagi ekhoi pandam thami tangai phadana maga leimina daba yadaba angang yauraga su madu ekhoi department gi side tagi dc ga tie up torga sponsorship pinaba ekhoi honagani.
A 55-year-old physically challenged man succumbed to injuries after he was reportedly assaulted by some individuals inside his home at Langthabal Lep Mayai Laikai under Singzamay Police Station, Imphal East. The deceased is identified as Nongthombam Ingocha, son of Let and Money. Let Ingocha's family members said he was alone in the house. They narrated that locals saw 50-year-old Pukrambam Robert, son of Let Manauton, 50-year-old Koizam Risikant, son of Imo, who are from the same locality, along with some others heading inside Ingocha's house at around 2 p.m. yesterday. Neighbors found Ingocha lying unconscious near his bed around 4 p.m. and they immediately rushed him to Ras Medicity in Imphal. However, he succumbed to his injuries before getting any treatment. Relevant police stations has registered a case and arrested Pukrambam Robert and Koizam Rishikanta for interrogation. Arrested Robert works at State Police Department. Meanwhile, a public meeting was held in this regard and JSC was formed in the meeting. The JSC has decided not to claim Ingocha's body, demanding truth behind his death. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Garo feature film Rapture winning Best Film and Haubam Pavakumar winning Best Director Award at the Northeast India Film Festival 2024. So keep watching Impact News.
First Cry Intelligence Preschool Sagolban Moirang Leirak Parking gi admission haujaragani. First Cry gi education experts sing semlaba award winning curriculum gi kudongchaba lawiyu. First Cry Preschool asida chahi ama makhaidagi hauraga daycare, toddler, nursery, pre-primary 1 amasung pre-primary 2 class lejagani.
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯦꯁꯇꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯣꯐꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯔꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯐꯦꯕ꯭ꯔꯨꯋꯥꯔꯤ 29 ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯝꯕꯣ ꯁꯦꯠꯇ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ 13,900ꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯇꯤꯚꯤ ꯋꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯦꯆꯤꯟ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯋꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯦꯆꯤꯟ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤꯖ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯛꯀꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯒꯅꯤ ꯂꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯄꯜ ꯑꯃ ꯈꯟꯒꯠꯆꯔꯒ ꯊꯥꯏꯂꯦꯟ ꯍꯅꯤꯃꯨꯟ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯞ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯀꯨꯞꯄ ꯃꯔꯣꯜꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛꯁꯤ ꯃꯦꯖꯣ ꯍꯕ ꯀꯩꯁꯥꯝꯄꯥꯠ ꯀꯣꯟꯖꯦꯡ ꯍꯖꯥꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏ.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Northeast India Film Festival 2024 concluded today at Manipur State Film Development Society Auditorium in Palace Compound, Imphal. Garo feature film Rapture bagged Best Film Award, and renowned film director from Manipur, Haubam Pavakumar, won the Best Director Award at the festival jointly organized by Thauna Manipur, Film Forum Manipur, DIPR Manipur, and Art and Culture Department, Government of Manipur. The film festival was sponsored by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Manipur, State Film Development Society, Art and Culture Commissioner M. Joy, DIPR Director Dr. T.H. Charanjit, Film Forum Manipur Chairman L. Surjakanta, and Festival Committee Chairman Y. Nilachandra graced the closing event. Speaking on the occasion, Art and Culture Commissioner M. Joy expressed belief that the film festival will build cordial relation among different communities residing in the northeast states of India. He stressed that such festivals should be organized frequently. At the festival, Parthajit Barua won the Best Screenplay Award, Jayant Sethu Mathayan received Best Editing Award, and Guru Ruben Masangva received Jury Award for Outstanding Performance.
Member
Festival authorities.
The 5-day festival has been truly engaging as well as enlightening, and I must thank the participating filmmakers who have delighted us with their well-crafted cinematic expression. Dear filmmakers, your creations have not only entertained us but also stirred our souls, leaving an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. May the influence of these films continue to resonate within us, fostering dialogues, understanding, and a commitment to embrace the diverse stories that shape our world.
Popularity of local products is growing day by day. A young entrepreneur from Manipur, Ranita Hanjabam, says her products are in high demand outside Manipur, but due to lack of adequate machinery, she is unable to meet customers' demands. Impact News reporter HAJARIMAYUM Premchand brings you a report.
Blue Ocean Academy, located at Brahmapur Nahabam Bamun Lekai in Imphal, manufactures various hygienically dehydrated foods and vegetable products with the brand name Smile. Proprietor of Smile Food Products, Ranita Hanjabam, said she started selling packaged locally found herbs and vegetables since 2022.
Manipur da raw material only if we show Milada Mangai, the Marui, the Gimun Sana Namakara, at Opazagam, the Queen of Sipose, Johan Bangam Day, do it day, Sim Mapose, commander of the dog, we have another to the Wakan, the Adumhoda Crego, I share with Saribuyama, the Mogi guideline Makada had done. Maroi Nakopisi, Adam Sanga Putoki, Adam Mangon the Yard of properties, Mangan, Sanga Potoko, the Yendim, by them, the Manipura, who like local product. I am Alona, dehydrated Toragamachu, Mahanda with the Mahon, Mahanda with the Putoki post that success Ojagi Matamida.
Ranita said the Manipur violence which erupted on May 3rd last year hindered her business, but she is relentlessly striving ahead despite various challenges.
Business so downfall set the Kagat Krata, Ramdi, Pochai Kadu Tanya, Maram or Kanda, I didn't Chachamako, the Papina Copi, Mapan, the Lila Shutami, or a legend of Poromose, down for some Zakreva, Zapoche, the Project, Uji situation, she the high bomber, Pans of Pipe, we are very still of chicken and color canchisa. Upon a Hairagi by the
She said currently chakhao and millet products are in high demand, adding that Smile Food Products ready-made kheer made from chakhao and tea made from organic kachai lemons from Ukhrul are very popular, as well as Sirarakhong chili powder, kachai lemon candy, dried wild apple and gooseberries, packaged local herbs and vegetables like Indian Malayan, taro rovers, rhizomatous herb, pennywort and rosalie.
breakfast ki product ama lokhat pangam aba cha gi mathin ama hapak pangam ta di akoi se matam matam oiba leiwa akoi Manipur gi problem si ga mari lainana edang chana ba ya ba pot ama so ko yeng si na mai khana ra lai ba timing si sa ko gi cha pum ba sa ba gi video khara ina uji gi cha pum ba cha re hawai cha re atu cha re na ko gi village volunteer sing amna wana moi gi video me am u ba sai du ta di moi su kana ba engon da su kana ba moi gi mak ta khalaga kai gu makha de shi tong ni na khalaga je na chahau se pai ba ho gi ni ba chahau adagi chahau millet chu adum khai ya re ba mai na mix to ro kan je so ko na chahau gi kher hai na ama khap try to ji gi ba ta
lenga ki natragana tongan ba mari ne ba sing de hai tare financial institution sing de gi senthang gum ba phang ba le bi khibra kari hai bi
han ba de khoi gi isa gi lanai leje ba khara don tawre ko adi adum pisa jum sing amani hai tare mai nam pikna kam songi ka da si ga am saram de aina nga sagi sample khara puraga ise direct adum kanu de chatle ade horticulture department da chatle adu unara conscious da smaina moina khoi de senthang khara pi bi re hadi hamba gi khoi gi sauthok chana bi hai tare.
Speaking to Impact News, Ranita said she procures local produce from farmers and preserve them without the use of chemicals. She also mentioned about challenges faced during the initial of her company.
Sumag po sa ingon na raga kanana kanino ka khangdaba rangau ba tayo na ba adi business ama na establish tawro pagi mari makhong ka tang chamam na ba mayam ma yaw ba timing says ta ko gi wa ba yang wai maram de kaino ka pesa su chatuk sa singi adi ana husband kanna na gram ni na gari nung li ado ka sa amta am thina ka ta hana le ramba ai gi lifestyle total change taw re ba adu potona ai gi wakhalon da social media se am our platform ne na ina lo se maram ni masida nyom chum na batara de mi magi live ma hingba akoida aru batan phom da mana mateng pangi haiba simati aingon da dum proof ne hai tare. Gi feel na tabani na ingon se no pot am khak su oi ba ada uchina aina pami panam je phangi me chin je la e macha moi su chin je bangam me khole na har aura kan sis da me chin je hai ta bagi hai ta ha ma horo bagi adu na sa gi lupa chonga chato gi lising gi pose logjar ga si pose hai indi ya tabani na khalaga me chin da ha pura kan ngala pu ka le ram bugumba mate mang bugumba adagi chara kan da tsa mangi bugumba somba hai di hadan hai tare masi tha manga taruk maya se tom mangai hai tare mang ba ya ba mang hai te.
Most importantly, Ranita lamented that due to lack of adequate infrastructure and machineries, she is unable to fully utilize the vegetable and fruits grown abundantly by farmers in both hills and valley of the state. She wishes to extend help to farmers by procuring their products and urges the government to look into the matter. She also underlined the need for collaboration between farmers and entrepreneurs.
Mafam chap chaba mafam pak chawba mafam phangakpa mai nungi phajana phangakpa adagi mechin phajana tawrakanda Manipur da leiba farmer myam si sengna da yonpham leite kaido kasu oiroiba haidi akoi da dum loksal anni ba moina palle pum me mang haibagi pot kaim leiroiba kaino kan akoi su moi gi haira do log da de atopa raw material leite ba topa jaga dagi ado moi gi akoi ga chamjanaraga chanpa balance na chatna bagi damakta farmer da su miyeng changbiu loina na akoi entrepreneur leiba mayam sigi uji field da taraga thabak toriba mayam che kanano kaino comment tawi akoi gi products che mina pam da banate chaning da banate ba yau da bagi ne ba sima yahonna bagi damakta akoi full angamba support akhoi hai tari effort thada jarke sarkar na full support tobiyo tobiraga slai do hena akhoi na pami ba pandam se yobada mateng pangbiyo na haisening.
With camera person Kennedy, this is Ketamiyum Premchand reporting for Impact News, Imphal.
Kabui Samiti Manipur observed its 91st Foundation Day today at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today. Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangha Pracharak L. Jatra and Kabui Samiti Manipur President D.L. Kabui graced the event. Speaking on the occasion, D.L. Kabui said Kabui Samiti was established with an aim to prevent conflict between ethnic communities. He said King Churachan was the founder patron of the Samiti. He maintained that Kabui Samiti is not only for the Kabui community but has been striving towards a united Manipur since its inception. A discussion on role of Kabui community in Manipur was held to mark the day.
Tamenglong district Konamaga Kochana Dana Labuda, Puja Matoktoy, Kogi Sanavida, Suksuga, Homagi Pujashi, Taurum Tung the Gingashivaba, Jati Magazati, one Nuchisana, Masin Manawana, Chana Leminavani. I don't know Kabui Samiti, Sahi Modrama Toy Show Foundation Day, Nasishi Panto Ifsi, Foundation Day, Singashi Sogon Cheni, Hogiva, Dusu Sogon Cheni, Mitani, Nasi, Ekoy Yamna, Apapano Mitnina, Koina Laway. Kabui Samiti na Tawia Bataba, Matamatangi Matungina, Memorandum Pitchin Bakopa, Sigum Basinchi, Libaki, Yafanabidam, Kabui Samiti, and Todang Laura Gatavakayam Pantoki.
Mairapaibi groups of Hosai and Golaghat districts of Assam have extended help to village volunteers in the state. 2 representatives, each from Apunba Mairapaibi Lup Hosai District Committee and Apunba Mairapaibi Lup Golaghat District, and 1 from Dimapur, arrived in Imphal on a 5-day state visit yesterday. They visited Kakching Kuno and Sugnu and provided rice grains to village volunteers in the area. They also met with women folk at Kumbi and Ningthokong markets. Apunba Mairapaibi Lup Hosai District Committee President P. Patmabati shares the griefs of violence-affected people of Manipur. Promotion program of 4 books written by light language energy healer Dr. Wycombe Rosny was held at Sanakonung, Imphal East District today. Names of the 4 books are Divine Healing Codes, Universal Money Codes, Divine Inner Work Journal, and ArcStar Self-Healing Light Codes Cards DAC. The books were also submitted to Chief Librarian of State Central Library R.K. Urmila for keeping at the library. Speaking on the occasion, titular King of Manipur, Laisemba Sanajau, said, "The light language energy healing practice by Rosny, which is a new concept to Manipur, is well known outside the state."
Amasi karigumba akaknaba lining laison dharma amada base tawga tawbra hayda sukhangeni madu sundate ekoi miyo bana ekoina tongan ba koi dharma gi lirik singda khudamuna ekoi gita da bible da adigi maitei gi puya singda adigi quran da smaida lai ba tongan ba lining laison gi lirik mayam sida adum hai kaman no na manabam khalei madu di kai hai batamda ekoi gi Muyabagi Sor Habatare Atma or Yabiran Sidava Masi Ekoi Sibanaide, Mango Sunaide, Popa Sunaide, Masidi Eternal Batu Mapotamani.
Thoubal DC Ahantem Subas chaired a meeting to discuss about providing opportunity to displaced voters to cast their votes at their respective relief camps. The meeting was held at the conference of whole of DC, and representatives of various political parties have attended the meeting. Speaking at the meet, DC Subas, who is also the district election officer, had stressed the role of political parties in realizing internally displaced person of Manipur in relief camp scheme, which has been initiated specially for internally displaced people in view of the coming Lok Sabha polls. Representatives of BJP, Congress, APP and other parties attended the meeting. Eskula Women College, Kongampat, Nambol began 2-day faculty development program on value additional course Thaugal Jagoi under the aegis of Directorate of University and Higher Education, Government of Manipur today. Education Additional Director P. Santikumar, Manipur University, Department of Dance, Assistant Professor Dr. Moirangthem Chaurai Kanba, Eskula Women's College Principal Dr. W. Robindro, the College IQAC Coordinator K.H. Napoleon, the College Head of Department Manipuri Dr. N. Joy Kumar, and over 45 teachers from various colleges attended the event. One-day integrated communication and outreach programs on systematic voters' education and electoral participation was held at Kairakai Telampa Community Hall in Kakching District today. Central Bureau of Communication Field Office Chandel, Imphal Region, Manipur, under the aegis of Union Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, organized the program. Kairak GP Pradhan Elangbam Ongbi Santi, Kairak Apunba Mairapaibi Secretary M. Taurani, Kairak United Development Association Secretary and Achoba attended the event. YK College Wangxing English Department had Associate Professor and Advisor of Joint Non-Government Voluntary Organization Kakching Pukrambam Somarendro was the resource person. Quiz competitions on the relevant topic was held and winners were felicitated on the occasion. District Legal Services Authority Chandel organized recitation competitions for students on fundamental duties at Koinonia Training School in Naringku Village, Chandel District today. The competition was conducted under the aegis of Manipur State Legal Services Authority. Competition winners were felicitated. One-day awareness on role of cooperative on socio-economic development of society was held at Naharup Imphal East. Cooperative Development Subcommittee MSCB Limited along with Cooperative Department and Institute of Cooperative Management Imphal organized the event. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal inaugurated new connecting road of first and second campus today. Director RIMS Professor G. Sunil Kumar and RIMS MS Professor N. Sanjeev were present on the occasion. Constitution of the new road, which will connect old campus of RIMS with new campus, will directly shorten the distance from diverting to long-way distance movement. Third Foundation Day of All Manipur Candle Makers Association was celebrated today at its office premises in Chingmeirong today. All Manipur Candle Makers Association President Konthauzam Anandabi, Nimpal President T.H. Ibeyaima and others graced the occasion. As part of the event, humble gifts were presented to association members who were conferred with Dalit Sahitya Academy Award. Press note from Kakching District Social Welfare Officer informs that physical assessment camp for persons with disabilities will be held at JNNURM Hall in Kakching, Sumak Laikai on March 11 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Red Shield Division of Spear Corps recently organized an ex-servicemen rally at Kaprang in Churachandpur district. The primary objective of the rally was to facilitate registering grievances related to pension documentations and other anomalies. Major General S.S. Kartikeya, SMGOC, Red Shield Division graced the occasion. Altogether, 878 veterans, including 11 Veer Nari, 132 widows and 44 dependents took part in the rally. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on two-day visit to Assam tomorrow to inaugurate, dedicate and lay foundation stones of several projects worth 18,000 crore rupees on Saturday. The Prime Minister is scheduled to arrive at Tezpur Airport in Sonitpur district tomorrow at 4 p.m. and will directly go to the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve in the evening. Prime Minister Modi will stay the night at the Assam Police Guest House at Kohora Range of the National Park. Next day, on Saturday morning, the Prime Minister will undertake a safari inside the park and then leave for Arunachal Pradesh to attend a series of programs. Now the sports news. Lamlai MLA KH Ibomcha today announces construction of an 8 crore worth football stadium in Lamlai, Imphal East. He revealed the Chief Minister will lay foundation of the stadium on March 10. The MLA met the announcement during reception ceremony which was held for bronze medalist of Moscow Wushu Stars Athokpam James Maitei, organized by Pungdongbam Development Committee at Pungdongbam. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Ibomcha also said a project for constructions of a stadium in Pungdongbam is initiated. Chungreng Gorin from Manipur will compete in the co-man event interims title belts of India's popular MMA championship Matrix Fight Night 14 MFN 14 to be held at Noida Indoor Stadium in Uttar Pradesh on March 9. Participating from the state for the first time in interims title belts, Chungreng will face Mohammad Farhat. The fight will be live on Disney Hotstar on March 9 at 6 p.m. Manipur Cricket Association has been taking various initiatives with an aim to promote women cricketers of Manipur. As part of its initiatives, cricket kits were distributed to 8 cricket teams of the state today at Thau Ground, Thangmaiban. Speaking on the occasion, MCA Secretary L. Ronel recounted that the first women's friendly cricket match in the state was played at First MR Ground in 1975 to mark International Women's Day, and Manipur Women's Cricket Association was formed the following year in 1976 with R.K. Mukharasana as president and A. Puinabati as secretary. The first match was played between Chitrangada team led by S. Patmabati and Linthoingambi team led by C.H. Nalini. He said Dr. Chongtham Jamini and her brother Rajan Chongtham took a vital role in organizing the match. Ronel said as per a decision of BCCI with the concept of one state, one associations, Manipur Women's Cricket Association, which is a part of Manipur Cricket Association, has been organizing women's cricket tournaments for various age groups.
Going to be celebration and saving of an opening I do the year-long celebration of winner, the development program, and I'll participate to win it, team putting up. In Japan, I would participate in the standard equipments of the ticket, batting pad, here and a wicket keeping leg cut, here ama, helmet, pistol room, wicket keeping gloves ama, batting gloves, said and a kit pad ama, some English will bet amaga, practice to maba, Casper will bet in a name of or let's say, up the pan makta, when you make the van of it. See the executive.
Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. On the eve of International Women's Day 2024, women of violence-torn Manipur are heartbroken and appeal for restoration of peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju says negotiations are only means to restore peace in violence-hit Manipur, and returning Manipur to normalcy will be Modi government's next phase of efforts. Associations for Democratic Reforms files contempt petitions against SBI for not abiding by Supreme Court's order on electoral bonds disclosure. MPCC suspects BJP of pressuring SBI to delay report submission. International workshop on fisheries management and ecology begins. Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor Lokendra calls for adoption of new fishing technology in wake of declining populations of local fishes. JNIMS doctors and staff revoked their proposed closure of OPD and routine OT in interest of public. JNIMS Director Professor L. Deben appeals for public support to medical fraternity. And Manipur successfully concludes Northeast India Film Festival 2024. Garo feature film Rapture bags Best Film Award and Manipur's Haubam Pavakumar bags Best Director Award. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Government of Manipur Directorate of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services Circular